And that's why I'm a huge fan of our business, because I'm not the most talented person. You don't have to be like the best salesperson, the most charismatic, etc. But if you know your numbers and you just work it backwards, then it actually becomes super simple.
Grady Pole, Senior Family First Live America Beyond. Excited to have Nina Hill and Hayden Hill of FFL Limitless and Levels, both Hall of Fame producers out of Arizona. Some people can actually hit Hall of Fame on a 1/4 of Maricopa County, and some people can't because they're focused on other things. But Nina and Hayden are both Hall of Fame producers, integrity partners, all around great people. We got a quick slide we want to show for you guys, and then we'll get on to the more fun stuff. But Nina and Hayden, year to date, $56,218,513 your collective agency has put into force and commissions into life insurance agents, with leading a total of 2,141 total agents. So incredible congratulations to what you've done. But I know, as you'll speak here in a minute about what, how that's been created. So, but I'm excited to have you both on.
Thanks, Grady.
Thank you, Grady. Thank you for having us. We look like little babies in that picture.
You do. We picked you up. I was trying to stay. You forever 21.
Well, we're super grateful, Grady, that you put on this call every year, because I mean, I know the last 4 years we've done this call since I've been here, and it's just so inspiring to not only see the numbers, but like watch us all as individuals just grow. And like one thing I look at the end of every single year is, hey, what went good and what went awful, because whatever went awful is what we're going to work on for the next year. So like now that we're going into 2024, I think a lot of people are sitting there and, writing down their goals and thinking like, hey, what does 2024 look like for me? And Grady, we had our awards ceremony last year before convention in Miami, and we asked everyone in the room, there were probably 300-400 people in the room, raise your hand if you're going to hit Hall of Fame in 2023. And of course, what happened? Everyone in the room raised their hand. So there's like 400 people, and everyone has that goal, of course. But how many Hall of Fame producers did we end up with this year?
30 or so.
30 or so. So definitely not 400. And I think what separates the people that actually hit it, and that, followed through with their goals versus the people that didn't, is just, asking yourself is like, this year is what for me? What is this year going to bring for me? And then not only that, but coming up with a game plan and coming up with a full blueprint of what your year looks like, making certain sacrifices that you need to do, putting in the activity. And Hayden's kind of going to go through like what exactly, like step by step, if your goal is Hall of Fame, if your goal is 200,000, like what you need to get there. But I think like, as far as goals go, like it's very easy for us to say like, hey, this is what I want to do. There's, I have my goal list that I write out at the end of every single year for that next year. And unfortunately, there's so many things that I didn't even hit because I didn't make them a priority. But I know going into this year, I'm going to, because I had to check myself like, hey, like I told myself that I was going to do this. Why did I not do it? Right. So I think this is the time of just like reflection and just planning out like what you actually want to do, because it's literally like you're one game plan away from completely changing your life in this business. And all it takes is just like commitment, dedication, and just freaking doing the damn thing. So
yeah, definitely. Well, we're excited for the new year for sure, Grady. There's one thing that I've realized in this business and just, entrepreneurship in general, and it's the fact that the game's always changing. There's always new things to adapt to. There's always new updates, all this kind of stuff. And so I was thinking about it. I'm like, this year was, I'm not going to say we mastered virtual sales because it was still new and there's still, so many different things, different leads, etc. I think in 2024, though, we have it mastered. And so I'm super excited to see what we do. Some things that I do, guys, that always help me every single year is one, I write down my goals. I write down, both massive goals And then I also write down like drop dead goals. And so like when I was in the field and I was going for a Hall of Fame and I was doing 15, 20 families a month, for me to say next year I'm going to do, 1,000 families a year, that was unrealistic because I've never even done more than 20 or 25 families in a month. But my drop dead goal was like, I'm going to do 35, 40 every single month to hit Hall of Fame. And so those are super important. Besides that, this thing is so mathematical and you can work it back. And that's why I'm a huge fan of our business, because I'm not the most talented person. You don't have to be like the best salesperson, the most charismatic, etc. But if you know your numbers and you just work it backwards, then it actually becomes super simple. See, a lot of people, they go on this like giant wave, this giant roller coaster of I did 20 families this week, I did 2 this week, I did 18 this week, I did 4 this week. And with chargebacks and, you have to take a rest those 20 family weeks, you're dead after them. And so just stay consistent. I want to do 40 families a month. That's going to hit me, make sure I hit Hall of Fame. So what do I need? For me, that was $1,300 a week in leads. It was 30 appointments that, in virtual now, that's 30 actual appointments you get to the close question. And I need to do that every single week. And so that's something big. And then also, besides just writing your goals down and working them backwards, I'm a huge fan of vision boards. I've been doing that for years and years now. Last year, a lot of the big stuff that we had on our vision board came true. Some of the stuff we didn't hit, we're going to hit it this year. But that's also a huge thing, because what you write down obviously gets in your brain, but what you can see every single day, and put it in your bedroom or put it in your office. You see it, or in your mirror. Every single day you see it, it makes your mind believe that it's achievable and you can do it. So that's pretty much all I got. And then if you can just dial in lead flow, presentation, what kind of leads, how much you're spending, rebuttals, like it's just a few simple things. You can dial those in. That's what's going to get you to 2024 having your best year. It's do it now and get really confident and get that dialed.
Amen. Hayden, what's your close question? Because I know you sell a ton still. What is your, just for a little sales tip?
Yeah. I kind of go from a different, a couple different ones back and forth, depending on what's working, what's not. But typically I would say it's something like, we go through all the options and it's basically like, all right, Grady, based on these 3 options that we went through, if you can qualify, which one do you think would be the best for your family, or which one do you think would be the best for your mortgage? And then going from there.
I love it. Nina, quick question. What time do you get up in the morning?
5 a.m. every single day, like clockwork.
Hey guys, it's a simple blueprint to life. Copy people that have what you want, start to emulate what they do, and you'll start to develop and evolve to become who they are. And you two are just phenomenal people to model themselves after from a work ethic standpoint and a true, I don't even know if this is a real word, but careability about who you are, about just truly caring about people. And so,
well, Grady, I want to shout you out for a second, because I feel like you don't get enough credit, but you are it's an honor to work with you, truly. Like, we have, luckily Hayden and I have you to talk to every single day, and you've been such a great mentor towards us. And like, I know a couple months ago, I got really in my head about something and I got super, super negative, and I made a negative comment to you. And you checked me real quick. You were like, dude, you're spending way too much time talking to that one person that's so freaking negative. Like, kick them out of your life, get them out. And like, I just want to say thank you, because you've taught us so much in business, and we're so grateful for you.
Grateful for you too, guys. So thank you so much.
Appreciate you.
Thanks, Grady.
Bye, guys.